Jelly beans. Anyway, hi, I'm the RJB0. Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! And Business Casual. Okay, so I'm in formal wear today, so sue me. Anyway, it's Easter, so happy Easter. That's pretty much why I'm dressed up right now. I suppose that if I had realized that I was going to put this video up on Easter for you guys, I probably would have brought you guys that rabbit deck that I've been meaning to make for a while, but you know, I guess c'est la vie, it'll have to wait till next year. However, that being said, I have not failed to deliver on my promise to bring you guys a fun and stupid and new deck every month. And I realize that this is about as last minute as you can get for putting up a video in March. However, I have brought you guys a fun little deck today. It's a very easy deck to play, and I highly recommend it for beginners. If you want to teach people how to play the game, this is an excellent deck to work with. It's very easy to use, not to mention it uses pretty much every aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh! That there is. So, well, let's get down to it. This is a deck that goes by many names, the first being Ice Box Heroes. The second, being my favorite, is Heroes to Zeros, and the last one being Heroes of the Ice Barrier, but that's the boring name, so I'm never going to use it. Anyway, let's get down to the deck profile. First, we're going to work with a pretty standard hero lineup. We've got your Stratos and your 3 alias. Pretty self-explanatory, you know, the Stratos searches for the alias and you play around with those later. Then I've got one Diamond Dude. I like Diamond Dude because there are a ton of normal spells in here, and this is a pretty slow play deck already, so you can get little pluses off of this Diamond Dude, you know, just for funsies. Anyway, then we are going to move on to the Ice Barrier lineup, which is the important part. Now, the first part is 3 Prior. Now, a lot of people, when they do an Ice Barrier deck, they go for Gungnir. Because Prior can get back Gungnir, and you can get, you know, pluses off of the whole Atlantean deal if you want to do an Atlantean Ice Barrier deck. By the way, check out my Atlantean Challenge final video with the winners. There are some pretty cool Atlantean decks out there, including an Atlantean Ice Barrier deck, so if you want to check that out, that's pretty cool. I, however, did not have the room to do a Gungnir build, so yeah, 3 Prior, you'll see how the rest of this works. And then you've got 3 Strategist. Strategist can discard an Ice Barrier monster to draw a card, and you use him to get your next 3 cards in your graveyard, which are 2 Gintala and 1 Daisojo. General Gintala of the Ice Barrier can bring back Ice Barrier monsters from the graveyard during the end phase, and Daisojo protects Ice Barrier monsters from being destroyed by card effects. It also has 2200 defense, so it's a pretty sizable monster, and Gintala has 27, so pretty good. You know, you discard your big Ice Barriers with Strategist to draw cards, and then you use Prior to bring back your Gintala, which can then bring back your Daisojo. So that's how that works. And then for a couple of things just for protection, I've got 2 Thunder King Ryos because it's a really good card. If you see that you're running into a lot of like other Ryos, you can switch this out for Snowman Eaters. It works just as well, and then you can run Debris and fun stuff like that, and then you actually have an excuse to run Gungnir. Anyway, then we have a Gorz, because you only run 2 traps in this deck, or at least I do, and then 1 Effect Veiler, just because it's a hand trap and it's nice to have something that can stop plays. Then we have 1 Pot of Duality for consistency, and then because it's a hero deck, you've got your 3 Miracle Fusion. This is what creates the synergy in the deck, because you can, you know, create your big Ice Barrier monsters, and then you can Miracle Fuse your smaller ones and put 0 on the board, and you can have a 0 with like 3,500 attack points and a bunch of Ice Barriers that can't be destroyed by card effects, and then even if your 0 leaves the board, then you can wipe your opponent's field. So it's pretty great. You can go for the Shining with this, but it's a hero deck, you just have to run your 3 Miracle Fusion. Then I have 3 Gemini Sparks. Because I have the Miracle Fusions, I go for a lot of Shining plays. I like having those 3 Gemini Sparks. It's always live. You know, because I can always get that Neos alias back, and it's nice to have it always available when I have a hero ready. Then we've got the massive amounts of search power that come with this deck. You've got 2 Emergency Call, which can go for your Stratus and then search out your Neos alias, and then you have 3 Medallion of the Ice Barriers. That's 5 1-for-1 kind of searchers right there, along with, I suppose I did this out of order, you've got your 1 Rhoda, so that's 6 search cards right there. And then you have Surface, because Prior the Ice Barrier is pretty much your most important card. If you can just keep bringing it back, you can keep bringing Gintala back, So Surface allows you to just keep doing that, and pretty much the whole point of the deck is to put Guntala and Daisojo on the board, and if you can do that, then you're pretty much protected for a while, and you can go for Ab Zeros for that big push with a lot of life points. Then you've got your 1-ofs, your Monster Reborn, Heavy, Dark Hole, and 1 MST. I probably should be running more MST, but I just don't have room. And then finally your 2 traps or torrentials. So yeah, I pretty much already explained how the deck works. There are just crazy plays that you can make with this. And it's really easy to use, and it's a lot of fun to play with. It's just not something you're going to be playing competitively with. I suppose I should give you guys the extra deck now. You've got your 4 fusions. You could add more, but right now I just had the 4 because those are the important ones for the deck right now. Your 2 Ab Zeros and 2 Shinings. Pretty self-explanatory. Then you've got 1 Catastor because you've got a Veiler in here. Then you've got a Black Rose because you can synchro with the Veiler and the Daisojo. A Scrap Dragon because you can synchro the Veiler with the General Guntala, and then a Mistworm because you've got a lot of level 4s and a Veiler. So why not? Then you've got your Xyz monsters, you've got your Excalibur and Blade Armor, and then you've got Utopia, and you've got 1 Maestroke, and a Black Ship Corn, and then a Steel Swarm Roach, and a Gemini Pearl, and an Abyss Dweller. So that is my Heroes of the Ice Barrier deck, also known as Icebox Heroes, Juicebox Heroes. What am I talking about? Gone back to elementary school, also known as Heroes to Zeros. I hope you guys enjoy this deck. Go ahead, try it out. If you want to teach some people how to play Yu-Gi-Oh!, this is an excellent deck to do it with. I've got some talks coming up this week, some discussions. And until then, I just got a jet. I'll see you guys later. Bye.